Hello and welcome back to House of Astralis. My name is Kayla and today I will be here for you as we read for Cancer season. And I'm feeling very excited about this one. I kind of pulled out all the stops in a way. I have my own oracle cards here. I have another oracle card and then a fortune oracle, and I just feel so excited about this reading, about Cancer season, and that's definitely a message coming through. It's like there's some excitement here and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are, and I hope it's a fantastic one for you. As always, I trust that these messages will be for your highest and best good. And thank you for all the love and support here. As this is a general reading, please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But with that, Cancer season begins on June 21st, and it's the same day as the summer solstice. The solstice is the longest day of the year. It's the sun at its peak. It's a moment of fullness, of light, of celebrating what has grown and what you've built so far in this year. And I think that's what I'm getting, is like the excitement and the, I don't want to say rebirth because it's already spring, so things have definitely already been birthing out, but I just feel like this expansion and this big openness here. So before the light slowly begins to wane, there's this invitation to pause and actually take stock of what has blossomed for you so far. What are you grateful for? What deserves to be acknowledged before you move into the second half of the year? We're getting to that time. It's already the middle of 2026 or the middle of whatever year you're watching this, and it's just kind of mind-boggling, honestly. Time is so funny, and I'm sure you feel similar. And with all of this happening, the solstice, the longest day of the year, Cancer season steps in to hold all of that. The sun moves into Cancer. Cancer is a water sign ruled by the moon. So after Gemini's busy, curious, social energy, Cancer calls us inward. This is the season of feeling at home, of emotional depth and genuine nourishment. It's not about doing more, but more so tending to what actually matters most to you in this season. Your inner world, your relationships, a sense of safety and belonging. You know, the moon is the closest celestial body to us, so I think that's why many of us feel so connected with the moon, and we feel so tied to the cycles and what comes through. And when the moon moves into different signs, we definitely feel that. We can feel, oh, this is an Aries moon, this is the Leo moon here. And I think that's important to really acknowledge and honestly just be grateful for. To be grateful that we get to experience this relationship and this dynamic here. And of course, it's not to say that astrology or the planets make things happen, but they definitely reflect that back to us. So Cancer season asks you to be honest about your emotional needs, not just the needs of everyone around you, but yours. Again, that inner world. Who are you before you care for everyone else? Cancer's shadow is the tendency to care for everyone else while quietly neglecting yourself. It's that empath who overgives and overgives, and I'm speaking on behalf of us, you know, I totally get it. And maybe just this season, after, again, Gemini's busy energy, take this chance, even one day, to sit back and just do something for yourself, really. The nurturing energy of this season is meant to flow in both directions. It can't be lopsided and imbalanced. This is also a deeply intuitive season, so your inner knowing may be louder right now. You may start to notice your intuition and your instincts are sharper, and this would be a great time to slow down and listen to those instincts, listen to that inner voice, say thank you and be grateful for it. If you are working on your intuition, just know that it comes. Once you start trusting and once you practice more, it truly does come online, and it's all about that trust and practice and progress and trying. Even if you fail, you know, we can't expect to be the best thing at something the first try, so it's about that momentum to keep on going even when it is hard. And going back to the summer solstice, this is a turning point. The light has peaked, and the question here isn't just what you are celebrating, but it's also about what you're ready to carry forward with intention into the rest of the year. Like I mentioned earlier, it's about how you want to end off the year or what you want to carry into fall, because fall is for harvesting, and then winter comes and it's like for inside, most likely, and things aren't growing and things are meant to be slowing down. So like, what do you want to slow down with? What do you want to be inside in the dark, deep winter with? this would be a great time for some spring, summer cleaning, getting rid of things that don't bring you joy and that just are a hindrance to you, your home, your closest relationships, all of that good stuff. But with all of that, I love the items I brought here on the table today because they're all part of my moon altar, and I just love the moon and the sun here, and it speaks to that Cancer season and the solstice and the sun moving into Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. So it's like this really good relationship here, this amazing coexistence in this symbiotic relationship. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it's synergized and it's so lovely. So I hope this is a fantastic read for you. And, this is all to say that there are some great things happening in Cancer season, and there are some other things that may take us for a loop. Jupiter, for instance, is moving into Leo at the end of June, so shortly after Cancer season starts. And I don't know about you, but I'm so ready. I'm so pumped and excited for this placement. But also in Cancer season, there will be some aspects in the sky that may feel a little triggering or may feel hectic and crazy. And I'm not going to get into that right now. But I personally believe us being here in this season will be a great benefit despite all of the messiness and the upheaval that may happen. I think that's just a great way to loop it back into connecting with the moon and the natural cycles of life and just being grateful for where we are right now and being grateful for the change that is coming and knowing that there is a brighter light at the end of the day. Okay, so that I think is one of the longest spiels I went on, but I hope you enjoyed. And let's get started. So I personally love to have all of the cards flipped over because I like to be excited too. I like to jump into this not knowing what's going to come out. And I'll start with the Oracle card from the Starlight Frequencies. We've got number 42, Truth Seeker. Strengthen your intuitive senses and lift the veil from your mind's eye for a clearer connection to source. So what were we just talking about? Literally a very intuitive season, Cancer season, and then honestly with the pyramids here, the eye of Ra or Horus, we've got the Egyptian deck, and I think this is a very lovely synchronicity, which I appreciate. But yeah, so definitely this season, the vibe of this season is asking you to lift that veil from yourself and connect deeper with oneself, with the source, with the moon, whatever you feel called to. I'll do the fortune at the end just to top us off on a sweet note, but I also have my own oracle deck that I really just handwritten and on some note cards here, and I decided to incorporate them into my readings, and so far they've been so on point, which I really, really love, and I wanted to pull some for you. I only intended one, but of course 2 came out, and they wanted to be seen. First up, we have never grow a wishbone where a backbone ought to be. And the day you stop racing is the day you win the race. So I love that because this is what you need to hear for this season, for right now, and these probably will be incorporated into the tarot, but it's the day you stop racing. With this season here, you're being asked to slow down and listen, and I think that's an important aspect to this. Okay, first up with the tarot, we have the Emperor, and this is so funny because the Emperor has a strong backbone, right? A strong sense of stability and no tomfoolery. Like, he's serious, he takes his business serious. So I think the Emperor is coming out here to tell you, like, you need to create this within yourself, within your life. You need to be standing up for yourself, or at least creating structures that will benefit you. And ultimately, this is for your safety. If you are one to be overstepped or over-pleasing and weak-willed, I wouldn't normally word it that way, but that's how it's coming out. But this is the call of the Emperor to really stand up for yourself and create that no-nonsense policy. Create that damn backbone. Because once you create that, then you're setting boundaries, and that creates a sense of safety within your life, yourself. And especially in Cancer season, Cancer may not be the most confronting sign, but it wants to be safe and it wants to be comfortable, and you can't be comfortable if you feel unsafe. So those two definitely have to work hand in hand. But the energy of the Emperor here is telling you that you can do it. Next up, we've got the Page of Wands, and this is the representation of what emotions you're being called to honor instead of suppress. The Page of Wands here is representing the childlike spirit, the inner child, the one to explore and just try new things regardless of outcome, like having no expectations, just fun for the hell of it, fun for the fun to play. And that's standing out to me with the stop racing so that you can win the race, because if you're always chasing a certain aspect, you may not be able to grasp it in the way that you want, or the goalpost keeps moving. And being able to honor the emotion of fun and play, you allow the expectation to drop, and then you're able to really come through and just see what happens and have fun with it. And that's when you win. Ultimately, you may not get what you thought you wanted, but you're still winning. It may come down to just pure optimism and enthusiasm in general, being curious about things. Like, these are the emotions that can be honored during this season. Next, we have these Two of Pentacles, and this is where you may be needing some clarity, because I can totally see this, like juggling a couple things at once, not knowing where to go. More than one options look appealing to you, and just not really knowing where to put that energy. And I assume this is money because it's pentacles, but it could be about work in general, maybe a new direction, this job or that job, like there's definitely something here that you would like more clarity on. And with this being such an intuitive season, I think you sitting with yourself, taking time to slow down, you can get the answer that you're looking for when you slow down. But this could be a great time to really sit with your options closely and maybe not make a choice, but at least sit with them and determine why you're drawn to them, like what is pulling you to them, and what are the pros and cons, and what is your body saying? What do you imagine happening or feeling when you think about one option over the other? Like, what is it telling you? What information is coming to you? I also think it can be body related, just with the figure up in the air. It's not stagnant. The figure is moving, and Pentacles is the body as well. So I think there are a couple of different things here, but whatever you need help with guidance and clarity on in this journey of yours, it can come to you in moments of silence, or at least in moments of really actually trying to tune in and ask for clarity, opening up and strengthening your intuitive senses, lifting that veil. And speaking of inner guidance, we have the Tower. And I think this represents having to trust what you feel intuitively is coming. This is that kind of Tower moment I was kind of feeling. I know I was more optimistic about it, and I can definitely turn the Tower into an optimistic moment, but the Tower brings change no matter what, and I think this is that. It's like the knowing that things are changing, but there's a brighter future, and being excited for it, being curious, that inner Page of Wands about what is to come. You don't have to have it all mapped out yet, but like, what is this? Being an adventurer is leaving the old and discovering something new. So definitely trusting that inner guidance about what you feel about a certain connection, maybe, or maybe this is that clarity of choice of picking, do I stay or do I go? Because you sense a change, and your inner guidance is trying to tell you, maybe to prepare you or just to give you a heads up, because when Tower moments happen, they may feel just so sudden, and that can definitely wreak havoc on the nervous system in the sense of safety. But I think if you have a backbone, going back to the Emperor, and really trusting yourself and trusting that inner guidance and just trusting that it'll all be okay and being curious about it, will definitely set you up for a better foundation, so that when the Tower does come, you're not falling out of it. And even if you are falling out, maybe you're a little bit more prepared and optimistic about it, instead of doom and gloom and acting like it came out of nowhere when you've been given all of these hints. So again, connections, person, place, thing, opportunities here. What is your inner guidance telling you about these things, these decisions that are coming up for you? And looking at the cards for the Egyptian deck, I don't see any pyramids except for the tower. And of course on the Oracle deck here. Oh, and then we have a triangle up here on the Fortune Teller deck. So that's just interesting. The symbolism here too, the eye and the triangle, it's all very similar to each other. So yeah, there's definitely a call for that inner wisdom. Use this time for that Cancer intuitiveness, the watery feelings in the depths here. I think that would be a great time of your energy, honestly. And before we end this reading, we do have the Fortune Teller Oracle card here. And it says, a time of great changes upon you. Trust the process. Another moon, another triangle figure, and what was I just talking about? The tower, a time of great change and trusting the process. So another amazing synchronicity here, another amazing way the cards are coming through for us and telling us like it's going to be okay. I mean, solstices are, what was I saying? It was a time of great change or like a turning point. Things are changing in nature, so therefore things are changing in us, and this is a great time for all of that. And we're going through some major things as a collective and some transformations, and I trust that it's all for our highest and best good. And again, it's about trusting the process. I forgot to mention it earlier in the video, but look at where Cancer is in your chart. What house is it in? What is going on there? What is the sun activating for you at this time? What is the solstice activating for you at this time in Cancer? Definitely those themes will apply here. Before I hop out of here, I do want to share the bottom of the cards because just another fantastic reading today of the cards coming through, spirit coming through. At the bottom of the tarot deck, we have the sun. So quite literally the sun, the solstice. And then we have the moon's phases align with your desires. Make a wish. So definitely the sun and the moon energy here, the yin, the yang, and being able to coexist with it. And again, asking the moon for guidance, making a wish, connecting with the moon and the energies here. I think this is all lovely, and I'm so grateful to be able to be here and give this message to you. So with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a fantastic Cancer season. I'm excited for us, for you, for me, for the collective in general. And again, I appreciate you tons. I hope this is so fantastic. I feel so great about Cancer season, despite some craziness that may be going on. And with that, you have a fantastic season, sun cycle, and I will see you in my next reading.